Hi there, this is Dr. Casper with Actualize. I hope you enjoy the next clip and keep actualizing in life. Enjoy.
So let me give a story here. There's a story that has been going around the internet or in social media, and I can't really find the author. It's most places it just says anonymous. So I took the story, I took a creative license with the story and changed it up a little bit to the Dr. Casper story. So it's the story of the old watch. Right? And so let me read out the story, and I just want you to think, even as I read this story out, this analogy, okay, this parable. This is the story of the old watch. Now, before death, a father called his son, right? A father called his son to his deathbed and handed him an old weathered watch and instructed him, "Son, this was a watch your grandfather gave me, and now I want to pass it over to you. However, I want you to take the watch to a pawn shop, and tell the clerk to give you an offer, right? To give you an offer, and then come back and tell me the offer." So the son quickly followed his old man's instructions and headed to the local pawn shop to get the watch evaluated and appraised. And afterwards, he went back to his father. And so "How much were they willing to give you, son?" the father inquired. "The clerk at the pawn shop offered me $20,000, the son replied with a smile. Not bad, the father said. You can get a good down payment from that money on a house, or it can help you pay some school debt." And the son said, "Yep, Dad, that's a great deal. I think we should seriously consider taking the offer." The father replied, "You know what, son? That was a good deal. $20,000 at the pawn shop for this watch, I think it's a good deal. But before you take the deal, son, please head down to the museum and show them the watch and ask them to tell you a little bit about this old weather watch's history. Just for family history's sake. It's a family heirloom after all. It belonged to your grandfather. And ask them also to appraise it and value it." So the son was a bit agitated with all the going back and forth. You know, his dad is passing away and he has him running back and forth. So the son complied and headed to the museum. When the son reached the museum, he found the museum appraiser. And he told the museum appraiser, "Here's an old family heirloom. My dad sent me out. He just wants me to know a little bit about its history and our family connection to its history before I sell it and get my $20,000 from the pawn shop." So the appraiser at the museum told him about the watch, and the son, after he learned from the appraiser, headed back to his father. And he ran in and found his father. And he said, "Dad, you will not believe this. The museum offered me $2 million for the watch because it's more than 200 years old." And the father looked at the son and smiled and said, "Son, the gift I wanted to live with you was this. Just as this piece of jewelry, I wanted you to know its true value. If you know your value before others place their value on you, you will not quickly sell yourself in life." So the father paused for a second and continued and said, "Son, do not be discouraged by those who undervalue you. They're just not the right people for you. Walk away from such people. Be patient. Work on yourself. Know the right people, for they will appreciate you and they will see your worth. They will see your true value."
Until the next video, when I see you there, this is Dr. Casper. Keep actualizing.